Alrighty, it is Sunday, but I have to go back to Saturday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I finished line arting Loris's extra. I think it's the second extra for chapter 49. I went back on 11:30 to scan it, as well as unload the phone and start editing the audio. I had wanted to start proofreading volume 5, but I realized that I couldn't do it until I got through the audio files first, so I decided to color instead. I managed to complete coloring for 2 of the extras that had not been finished yet. They were like half finished. While I was knocking out 2 audio files, I took a break at like 1:30, and then we decided to go to Fullerton to see the appliances. I collected a bunch of bottles and cans on the way. Walmart had a pitiful blender selection. The helmets were all in stock though, so we decided to get a pair of white ones. Monica found a bag of socks that she wanted to get for a very good price, so we put those on our radar. Went to Target. We found the same blender that we found over here at our Target, the Express Target. However, it was $20 cheaper at the big Target. It made us so angry. It was pretty much $80 because like at the other store it's $100. So we really wanted to get it. The helmet selection at Target was pitiful, and so was the sock selection. They charged more while providing less socks. So yeah. We saw that the new live action Aladdin toys were out. The face on the Jasmine doll looks kind of odd. I feel like the only doll that she looked her best when her hair was down. Other than that, the rest of it she looked like awful. So yeah. Left her home, arrived at 4:30, ate a light dinner. I resumed work on the audio files and the extras. I completed the second extra for chapter 41, as well as 2 audio files, and I got off at 6 p.m. to rest. So yeah. I was expecting to get up a little bit later, but I just couldn't. I was just way too tired. By the time I did wake up, it was like in the middle of the night and I felt like total shit. So I ended up laying in bed until 4. I got up and I resumed work on the last 2 audio files, as well as the second extra for chapter 42. I completed that one, and then I finished the last audio file at 5. And as soon as I was done with it, I started messing around with doll stuff and browsing my reference folders for poses for the upcoming magic items, as well as the character profiles that have not been released yet. Flora, Simon, and Murray have not been released yet. So I was expecting to do those. I think Simon's profile should probably be going up. If it doesn't go up during the scene in which Pasha, I think chapter 49, if it doesn't go up during chapter 49, most likely Simon's will go up when he confronts Philippe. I'm expecting Flora to go up when she confronts Fauna. And I'm not really sure about Marie. I figure Marie when she confronts either LaBelle or Byron. I don't know. I have to decide. I don't want to put them all one right after the other. That would be kind of annoying. Because, like, Art and Ivy didn't get comic extras with their profiles in this one. And I don't really want to do the same for the main characters, the original main characters. But I think I might have to, like, put maybe Flora and Simon back to back, or at least, I don't know. At the moment, I don't have comic ideas for them. So yeah, like I got out of bed at 6. I went to the laptop in the bedroom, started compressing my video, and then I cleaned up the area. I sorted through all my work, and then I tried to line art through the second extra, chapter 45, but Simon and Flora look so indistinct in the first of their 2 panels that I think it's best if I just redraw it. So I ended up crossing it out. So yeah, ate breakfast, and then we split up at 7:18. I tried to sprint through chapter 60, but I was out of brain power by 8. I took a nap and I woke up at 9. By that point, my video was completely done. Monica got off at 9:15, and we went for a walk to Walgreens. We wandered around the store, and I wandered around the surrounding neighborhood. It led us to the park on the other side, and they were having a soccer game. We ended up wandering around running around the park for a little bit. Found a whole bunch of Gatorade bottles. to use the restroom, and then we ended up coming back. We got home at about like 11:30. I tried to go back on to load my video, but I got completely sidetracked with lunch. After that, we talked about pulling the trigger on getting the blender anyway. So we took $200 from our stash, and we ended up hitting the bank. We bought apples from Vaughn's first, and then we went straight to Fullerton. We got the helmets. We got two bags of socks, and then we threw away our old helmets. We walked down to Target. We got the blender. Oh, one more thing happened. As we were leaving the Walmart, we were passing by the laundromat. There was a whole bunch of pennies on the floor. I completely forgot that those pennies were in my wallet because we picked all of the pennies up. I could have threw them at the blender and the automated service. The trouble is that Christina had called us randomly in the middle of Target, and we were both so fixated on that we completely forgot about the change. So Christina called. All she said was that she hasn't been wanting to talk to anybody because apparently mom told her husband that she has a boyfriend. So Christina hasn't spoken to anyone in like 3 months or something like that. So Monica couldn't hold a long conversation with her, so she asked her to call her back in an hour. I don't know if Christina's going to do it because she's kind of flaky like that. But we ended up leaving the store. We unboxed the blender. We put it in our backpack, and then we threw the box away in the parking lot. There was a dumpster. So we went home. We got back just now. It's oh man, what time is it? I think it's like 3-ish. So I'm recording audio now. This is what I want to do. I need to proofread at least the first 3 chapters of volume 5. I'm trying to do this 3 chapters at a time, so that way I can focus on it completely. I also need to load the video. I still haven't done that yet. I need to start coloring in the second extra for chapter 49 because it's done. I haven't even unloaded it from the cartridge yet. So I don't know where to start. But I also want to finish the extras that I've already, as in 41 and 42. All those 2 need are just text. And then I need to make a screen for what was it? Was it 44? Darn it, I don't remember. So many numbers. I need to put text on specific ones, and I'm just like, I'm tired right now. I just need to pace myself. So first things first, I just wanna proofread, and then I'll get through to the extras as soon as I'm done proofreading it. So maybe I might have a different mind for it once I've finished with that. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Monday, but I have to go back to Sunday really quick. So we ate a light dinner. I loaded my video. Monica called back Christina while I started proofreading through chapter 41. And I put text on the second extra for chapter 41. According to Monica, Christina didn't say anything of importance. She just went on and on about that boyfriend of hers, and he ended up interrupting them, which Monica got offended by. Like, apparently he's a jealous type, and apparently she can't have a sister with a jealous guy around or something. I don't know. I noticed that my friends' boyfriends were very similar. I would be talking to them, they would try to like get their attention away from me, and I always thought like, why are you even contacting me when your boyfriend's around? It's so weird. But yeah, she convinced me to get off at 5. We slept. At least I tried to sleep. I felt restless, so I ended up getting up at 8. I proofread through chapter 42. And I try to take notes for a brisk summary for the extras. And then I added text to the second extra for chapter 42. I wanted to do 43, but by 9:40 I was just way too tired, so I got off at 9:46. I don't know how long I slept. For all I know is I got out of bed at 5:30. I assume I woke up at 5. I don't really know. I proofread through chapter 43, and then I messed with some of the artwork that I needed to work on. I had a draft for the first extra for chapter 43, and then I had replacement panels for the one for 40. I think it was 45. I don't remember. I'm assuming. I maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I kicked Monica out of bed at 6 a.m. We ate breakfast and we watched Star Twinkle Precure. It was Lala's first day of school. I know that they were trying to make this difficult for her by having a hard time learning without the help of a computer. But I feel like when you're a kid going to school for the first time, like, and it's a new school and you don't know anybody, the hardest thing is not just not knowing anybody. And like, I feel like Lala had a humongous advantage. She already knew three people, and one of them was hanging out with her 24/7, which makes me feel like I don't think any kid would be able to, like, and especially a kid that's a new transfer student, would be able to identify with that. And like, she's already acquainted with two of the most popular girls in the school. I'm like, oh my god, that's a kid's dream come true. The thing that confuses me is that everybody was impressed that Lala, the new girl, already knew the two most popular girls in school. I feel like it should be the other way around. I feel like people should be impressed by how the two most popular girls in school are so social that they already knew the new girl. But that's just me. So yeah. I got off at 7. I worked a little bit on the line art for those replacement panels, and then I listened back through my previous chapter 60 brainstorm. I had a lot of great organic points in the beginning, but I feel like the conclusion fell apart because at the point I was recording it, I had like no brain power. I was so tired. So like I got too exhausted. I just stopped, and I feel like listening back through it, I felt there were so many things I could do with it. I'm not really sure if I want to like try to re-brainstorm through all that, or if I just want to try to write through it naturally. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. Other than that, I haven't really done anything else for chapter 60, but that, and that really empowered me, and it makes me upset I haven't like gone anywhere with it yet. So yeah. Once I was done laddering those two replacement panels, Monica got off at 8 and we hit the Town Square Plaza. A moment we arrived, I found more change on the floor. I added it to my my change collection, all those pennies I found the other day. And then Monica went into Ross to pick up, she wanted those Hello Pandas, and they have them there for a good price. So I gave her the card and I went wandering around the parking lot and I found a dime. I could have gone farther, but I just wanted to go meet up with her because I was sure by that point she was done. We hit Target afterward, and we found that the blender we wanted actually was on sale at our Target. And it made us so angry. We didn't have to go all the way to Fullerton to get it. It's so frustrating. So the only thing we could do to justify it was the fact that we couldn't get the helmets and the socks over here. We had to get it over there. So we just killed two birds with one stone. But if we had only gotten our blender here, we probably wouldn't have had to throw away the box and bring it home. Makes me upset though. So yeah, at Target we ended up getting pot pies again. I took all the change that I collected, I threw it at the pot pies. It took off a whole 47 cents. And amongst the 47 cents was the 10-cent dime I just barely found, and then this nickel that was with these pennies I found when we got there. So gives me a general idea how much money we initially had. I think it was like 32 we had originally altogether. So yeah, as we were leaving, it occurred to me we should have gotten trash bags. She wants to hold off until money comes in on the 1st to get those. Got home at 9:30. So I assembled the last two panels for chapter 45 second extra. I passed it off to Monica. I ended up finishing the artwork for the second extra of chapter 44. All I need to do is the text, and I was planning on doing it as soon as I was done proofreading it. We stopped to eat lunch. Afterward, I made all of the tapas icons for volume 5's chapters. I finished proofreading through chapter 44. Much to my surprise, a lot of the pages were out of order. Like, for example, page 3 was page 4 and page 4 was page 3, and I think the same thing for page 7 was page 8 and page 8 was page 7 or something like that. So I decided to go back through chapter 41 through 44 on the locked blog and check to see if everything was in order, and it was. So I ended up replacing all the files with the new fixed files. So chapter 41 through 44 on the locked blog is officially edited, and that took a while. I feel like that made me waste a lot of time. I could have been doing other things, and I'm so frustrated by that. I got off at 12 noon. We went for a walk to Vaughn's. We ended up getting rooibos and various bottles and cans on the way there. And then I found a quarter. I found a quarter while we were leaving the skate park area, coming home, and then I found 2 pennies in the neighborhood afterward. And then right when we were passing by the little mini mart near our house, I found another nickel. So I think that's a total of 25, 30, 32 cents. That was fast. Wow. I need to go calculate that. So yeah, that's exciting. So now I think I might have found another nickel, but I can't remember when I found it. Was it a nickel or was it a dime? No, it was a dime. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention was that on our way back from Target, I noticed a coin in the Pancake House parking lot. So I went around and picked it up, and it was a dime. I just put it in the envelope and when I got back, but like I completely forgot to mention that. So I made 42 cents after I blew the 47. That's amazing. I can't believe how fast I made that money. It's just amazing. So yeah, we're gonna try not to spend so much change. In fact, that quarter I found, I threw it in with the laundry money, so most likely I'll use it on that. Other than that, is there anything else that's on my mind? So right now Monica's making rice. I want to go back on. I want to finish the second extra for chapter 44, and because all it needs is text. And then I'm thinking about doing the Ask Amymone for, I think it's this first section for chapter 41. I'm not really sure. And is there anything else? I can't remember anything else I need to do. I'm trying to decide which question I want to take on, because I know that there was one question about disliking characters, and I have more of an idea what to say about that at the moment. Is there anything else? I really can't think of anything else. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, but I have to go back to Monday really quick. So after I record, I went back on, put text on the second extra for chapter 44. I tried to work on an Ask Amymone, but I didn't like it by the time I was done with it. I decided to try again later. Colored the chapter 49 second extra. Got off at 4. I was hoping to go back on between 6 or 8. But I ended up falling asleep. Not before completing a lot of the easiest liner I had to do. So out of I don't know how much of stuff I had to do. All I know is that I have about like 3 things left I still need to complete. Maybe 4. So yeah, I went to bed at like 4:30. I woke up at 3. Got up at 3:30 specifically. I went straight to scanning and editing the liner that I completed. By 5:30, I had completed proofreading chapter 45, and I had replaced all the files on the locked blog. And then I went on to chapter 46. Much to my surprise, the arc was moving a lot faster than I remembered it moving. It takes 3 chapters to get through the whole gas station scene, but it reads really fast. Actually, like volume 5, I kicked Monica bed at 6. I started working on the chapter 47 proofread. Chapter 47 is the scene where Clotilda punches Byron in the face. And that got me wondering about how well it connects to the scene where Byron and Fauna are talking. So I went and I reread the handful of the Byron and Fauna scenes in volume 6. So I got off track. So this is all I have left to do. I have to proofread chapter 48, 49, and 50. I don't know if I want to do that today, right now, or later. I think it would be good to just get it out of the way as fast as possible, but there's other things I really need to do. So yeah. So I stopped to eat breakfast. We watched some YouTube. I got off at 7:30 and went for a walk to Vaughn's. Found 11 cents. Blew $7 on Monopoly ticket items. We got free bread, and then we tried this drink called Bai. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a watery drink. I don't know. And then we tried, aside from Bai, what else did we try? She wanted this Capri Sun. We haven't had Capri Sun since we were kids, so it was a novelty thing. And then we got, what else was that? I don't really remember. We almost got beef jerky, but we're not really that into it, so we passed on it. So yeah, I got 2 more discount tickets. Got home at 9. I found a sign that said that there's no hot water, so we didn't feel encouraged to take a shower today. Guess I'll be waiting until Saturday to see if they get that figured out. They have to replace the entire unit for that. So yeah, went back on at 9:30. I typed out all the notes that I wrote out for chapter 60. So the scene ends right where Fuyar is telling Philippe that the reason why he knows how the servants feel is because he put him to the same garbage. I tried to do some coloring on the extras, but I got sidetracked playing with Loris and Pasha's colors for the latter half of the story. I didn't really like what I chose for Pasha initially. It was very drab, and I want something that was more poppy. I like this one better. I don't really know what Maria and Shasta will be wearing, and I have to decide that. I think it's as annoying as having to decide what everyone's outfits and colors are going to be. I have to go and design something for them. So yeah, that won't be for a while, so I'll worry about it later. Other than that, the other thing I did to Loris was make certain colors darker on him. So yeah, I also designed Byron's finale outfit. I also posted to the Dolphin Dream forum. Somebody had said that the transportation is not reliable here in Anaheim, so I asked them about their experience with it. And yeah, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. So I did a little bit of coloring for chapter 49, second extra. Monica passed me back the files I gave her. We both got off at 12. Did I mention at any point that I ate lunch? I don't remember if I did, but I did eat lunch. I think it was in between working on the script and trying to color. So after that, we hit the recycling center. We got $13, and we got home at about 1:30. So that's where we are right now. This is what I want to do. I could either A, work on extras, B, work on the proofread, or C, work on the script. I feel that because tomorrow is hump day, I feel pressured to finish the script for chapter 60. I have to really think about landing it, though. I think I might have overexerted my brain power for this day, though. I also feel behind in the extras. I'm concerned that I don't have enough stuff typed out. And I kind of want to finish coloring in the stuff that's already been done. It's so much to do, and I wanted to get this whole thing done in a week, and I definitely know I can't. It's just way too much stuff. So, I feel like out of everything, the thing that's the easiest to do right now without worrying about how long it's going to take is the proofread. So I feel like I should finish doing that, and then I should try to do everything else after. I also don't know if the proofread is going to help change my perspective of things. Because yeah, I've been taking notes about things that were brought up that I kind of feel like are relevant. I don't know. I feel like there's really not much that needs to be changed. I feel like even though that I've kind of forgotten some of the things that have been said earlier in the story, I've done a decent job staying true to it. A lot of the retrospect I've been feeling now that I've been rereading it, it's just oh, okay. Yeah, this pretty much stays in congruence to this. Anything that I don't feel I can always just reword it. I have noticed I have reworded a small handful of panels, but not a lot of them. Just a few. I still feel like there's other panels I can reword, though. Some of the scenes, especially the punch scene I was telling you about, the last panel, it doesn't feel organic, but it definitely fits thematically. And I was telling Monica about that. I just don't know if I want to finish it, because I knew what the proper response would be. It would be more of what the fuck, But instead it was oh, that's how you treat your family. It's just that doesn't feel natural. It just feels inorganic. I don't know. I think I might actually go back and change it, but I left it as is for now. If I feel anything else differently, I would definitely go back and fix it. So right now we're beginning, I think, in the latter half of volume 5 is the beginning of the Peace and Alliance negotiation. and then the negotiation with Warren and Ivy, which is the first time we see Warren and Ivy's faces. So, yeah. Man, I hope I can get enough done this vacation. I'm worried that I won't get enough done. I also need to figure out to make time to one, if I don't get everything done by the end of the week, I need to make time within the month of May to actually complete everything, because like I don't want to be working on this stuff into June. That's not good. June is the absolute like last month I can try to get as many, or try to collect, or try to make as many scripts as possible, because like I need to be churning them out by after the 2-week mark, because I want to be perfectly rested before then. And I figure during June, if I'm completing the volume, I think at the worst I could be completing the volume at the beginning of June, but that's in the latter half of June, the 2-week break at the end of June is going to be mostly me starting volume 6. So I'm really like concerned about getting through all that. So yeah, I really can't think of anything more to say. Alright, so from easiest to hardest, I got the proofread. I don't know which one's easier, the coloring or the script. I feel like the script is dire, so I would say the script should go first, but I feel like the coloring is easier than the script. All I have to do is just go through the pages, and the coloring only takes a little while. I also get tired and bored of it after a point, so I could just stop at any point, whereas the script needs work. I'm thinking about tomorrow morning going out and trying to see if I could find these pennies that I saw in the intersections just today. I don't know if they'll still be there. I'm figuring as long as they're in the intersections, that no one will try to get them. But I really want to get them. So yeah, I want to go really early in the morning. I'm thinking like 4 or 5 or something in the morning, go get them. Alright then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Wednesday, the first day of May, but I have to go back to Tuesday. So we ate a light dinner. I finished the line art for the chapter 43 first extra while we were watching YouTube. We split up and I completed proofreading through chapter 48. I loaded the fixed version of it at 3:30. Monica came back to color the chapter 43 first extra. I stopped to work on alternative outfits for Loris, Byron, and the belt for the finale. I feel like Byron's outfit does not look as good as I was hoping it to. I think I might want to try something else instead. I managed to fill in Loris and Byron, but I got off at 5:18 before I could do LaBelle. I tried to sleep, but I just couldn't. I got up at 8:30. I updated my mini planner and I went back on at 8:40. I resumed proofreading through chapter 49 and 50. I finished both of them at 10, including loading them. So I got a little cocky and I started proofreading the first 4 chapters of volume 6. There are a handful of scenes I want to fix in chapter 54, but I was so tired by the time I reached chapter 54 that I just got off and went to bed about like 10:40. The only other thing that I did was work a little bit on the chapter 49 second extra. It wasn't done though. It was just that the characters were filled in and that was it, and shaded. So I woke up at 5:50. First thing I did was take the rent check down to the rent drop. I went online at like 6 a.m., kicked Monica out of bed, and I completed the art for the second extra for chapter 49. I realized too late that I did, Taggart's eyes wrong, because I had to fix them. Other than that, I did the background, I saved it, stopped to eat breakfast and watched the Suriname special. It sucked ass. It's like, I actually would have preferred it if it was the club interacting with that Noreen famous person that was supposed to come down to the shrine, so that she ended up canceling. And I predicted that she would cancel because they spent the whole damn episode having the 2 teams train under the sensei. And I understand that was the point, but I didn't care for it. And oh man, the guy who was pretending to be her was so damn irritating. got off at 7. We hit Northgate to get water, but they only had one bottle. So we ended up getting other groceries. I think we got bananas, strawberries. Oh, what else did we get? I know we got trash bags. We needed that. Oh, what else did we get? Oh man, it's escaping me. I know we got more than just that though. So after we got home, we left for the bank, and Vaughn shortly after. I found a quarter and I think it was 3 pennies throughout the trip. Blew $90 on groceries and got a bunch of repeat tickets. One of them was for a free donut, so I definitely got that. Got home at 11 a.m. I got caught up with my journal. I went back on at 11:30 to load One Punch Man so we can watch that while we were eating lunch. But Senko-san was already out, so we watched that instead. For the first time in a long time, the salad tasted really good because we got some really nice stuff for it. It makes me feel bad because, even though that we are going back to how we used to make lunch, I know that's more expensive and I hate it. But the cheaper stuff that we bought in the past is not necessarily healthier. This is technically the healthier option. As for the episode with Senko, it was really shitty. She could not be in an appliance-driven house. I feel like, why did they suddenly make that a problem? Afterward, we ended up leaving for the Anaheim Plaza to go to Walmart. We got chicken, and I know we got a couple of burgers. We just want to try this one brand. We got Tide because we had gotten Downy at Vaughn's, and then we got replacement panties. I got home at about I don't know. She said it was maybe 1:50. I don't know how long we've been home. All I know is that I would guess it's either been an hour or a half an hour we've been here. I'm not really sure. All I know is that we got here and we've been here for a while. So this is what I need to do. I need to do something for something because I just spent all day outside running errands. I'm not sure what I want to try to do. I'm thinking about trying to type out the Ask Amymone again. A part of me doesn't really feel like being on the internet though. I kind of feel like the best things I could possibly finish right now are the Ask Amymone, putting text on the second extra for 49, and then fixing 54, because like I said, there were scenes in 54 I wanted to change, and I have a better idea of what I want to change the dialogue to, as opposed to last night when my brain was depleted. As for reloading any of those chapters, I'm not really sure as of the moment, because I feel like I could still go through them again, but I feel like nitpicking through volume 6 is not what I need to be doing right now, but it would really make me feel better. Because I felt like once we reached volume 6, I feel like it was hard. It was getting more frustrating to read it because it was a lot of repeating. But I also understand that between chapter 50 and 51 is a 3-week break, and the audience would probably need to be caught up again because, like I said, a lot of repeating. The characters repeat stuff to each other. So yeah. Is there anything else I need to do? I also need to try to make some distance with the script because I know where it needs to go. I just haven't gotten it there yet. And I feel like if I can't figure out how to handle the conversation between Philippe and Fouillard, the least I can do is to just land it, as in from which Philippe gets the message that Pasha's given away their position and forward. And that's it. And I just I'm so tired right now. I don't even want to think about it. I was thinking if I don't end up going on right now, I kind of just want to take a piece of paper or the notepad and just try to sprint out points that I want to bring up in either the extras or the Ask Amymone or whatever. I don't know. I'm tired. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Thursday, but I have to go back to Friday really quick. I went back on at 2:20, loaded volume 5 to Imager. I completed the second extra for chapter 49. I tried to work on the Ask Amymone again, but I just didn't like it, so I crashed it again. Got a letter from management saying that we were supposed to pay less this month because of the issues with the water heater. So Monica talked to Becky, and Becky said we can always pay less next month. I ended up getting sidetracked after failing with the Ask Amymone. I got sidetracked and I filled in Libelle's new outfit. Still trying to find perfect colors for it. I don't know if I really like the colors I chose. They seem kind of eh. I got off at 6 and I went to bed at 7. I woke up at 2 a.m. I got to bed at 3. Changed the dialogue in specific scenes in chapter 54. And then I went back to work on the chapter 60 script. All I did was manage to type out the latter half of the conversation, but I still feel like I haven't landed the point I'm making with this yet. It makes me so mad that I've just been grooming through what I already wrote, and I don't have the landing for it just yet. It's just upsetting because I know where I'm going with this. I know all this conversation is gonna come full circles in the scene with Simon, so I feel like I should consider the scene as a Simon verse before writing this scene. So yeah, got tired and got off at 5. I kicked Monica out of bed at 6:15. I got up at 6:44. Ate breakfast. Finally got done watching One Punch Man. I feel like the opening of this scene actually made Garo a lot more sympathetic. But at the same time, I never really quite liked villain characters. They're really not that interesting to me. They always felt like a hindrance to the plot. So for him to solely like the villains is kind of weird. Alrighty, so we got off at 7. Hit Northgate, got water, got back at 8:30, took a shower finally because we finally have hot water again. I rested until 10:20. I went back on to finish the chapter 60 script. I worked until 1:20. I made it pretty decently far, but like I said, I still haven't landed it yet. Before that, we ended up we ate lunch and we watched Carol on Tuesday, and that was a pathetic waste of an episode. They got taken advantage of by a robot. I'm just, why do they bother with that? I rested until 2 again, then we hit Vaughn's and we got meat and cheese, and that's pretty much it. We got back at 3, so this is what I need to do. I need to go back on. I need to try to suss out what I'm trying to do with the chapter, because I feel like I need to keep outlining it to figure out how to diagnose the issue and then correct it from there. Other than that, I feel like the story more or less is the point of the story is mostly there. I've been trying to type the whole thing out in size 9 font, so I don't waste so much space with repeating the characters repeating themselves. So yeah, I need to figure it out from there. My goal is to get this done by tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be possible. And as soon as I get it done, I'm going to catch up with all the artwork, which is so annoying because I should have got the artwork done first and then worried about this later, because this takes a lot more concentration than the artwork. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So I finished and I printed out the script for chapter 60. I got off at 5 and Monica proofread it. I think I'm probably going to have to cut before or during Clotilda's dialogue towards the ending, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of it onto the script. Went to bed at 7, woke up at 2 a.m., but I didn't get out of bed until 3:30. I went on to print out the drafts for chapter 59. I got every page printed except for the first 2 because I needed references for Loris's house, but I managed to get it printed before 5:30. So yeah, I tried working on the extras. I'm really close to finishing the first extra for chapter 43. All I need to do is add a background and some effects to it, and that's it. So yeah, I also dabbled around a little bit in the 45 for second extra, and I didn't make it very far into that. I got kind of tired. So yeah. Kicked Monica out of bed at 6, ate breakfast, watched a bit of YouTube, got off at 7. We waited for the kids to file into school before leaving for a walk. It was pointless because a bunch of students were going on a field trip that morning. We don't know where they went. We just saw them walking down the street with their teachers. So we went for a walk. We wandered around the neighborhood near the fire department. Found 3 pennies, and a nickel, and a bunch of bottles and cans in the skate park. We stopped by the community center to use the restroom, and then we got home at 9. Since I woke up at like 2 or 3, I ended up crashing. Slept until 11, and then I resumed line arting. Stopped to eat lunch and watch a bit of YouTube, but there wasn't really that much to watch because we watched mostly everything in the backlog. So I got off, and then we hung out just line arting stuff. She does this practice line art of other people's artwork. It's mostly just like stuff that I printed out with the end of the ink in the cartridge for the printer, and she just line arts it. And she's been using these new pens that she got from Five Below. So yeah, I ended up completing 2 out of the 3 line arts I needed to do. I still have one more, the Happy 50 Chapters one. I think it's Happy 50. Yeah, Happy 50 Chapters. So that's it. Other than that, I don't know what else I need to work on. The day's mostly over. I figure I'm either going to work on what the extras that aren't done yet, or I'm going to work on the easier of the hard extras, which is the Ask Amymone and stuff like that. I think there was a Today I Learned. I don't remember. I have to go back and check it again. So yeah, that's virtually it. Upcoming 3 o'clock, there's going to be a pizza party. We are having low expectations for this because every time the community gets together, it's always a clusterfuck. This is the last recording for this week, so I have to take it and I have to edit it. Man, I can't believe I have to edit audio. We are going to the village tomorrow. I don't know how long we're going to be out there, so I want to get as much done today and tomorrow morning as I can before we go. Other than that, I think that's virtually it. I can't think of anything else. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one.